Mesdames et messieurs, l'émission en direct va démarrer dans moins de 2 minutes. Nous vous invitons à rejoindre votre siège, à éteindre vos téléphones portables et à vous préparer pour la cérémonie du tirage au sort du Chan 2018.
Ceremony for the Chan 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, the TV show is going to be on in less than 2 minutes, so please make sure that your cell phone is on off position, and please join your seat and let the show begin. Thank you.
السلام عليكم أهلا ومرحبا بكم في هذا
Most welcome, peace be upon you, and we are delighted to welcome you this evening. Most welcome in this draw ceremony for the Chan 2018, which will be organized from the 13th to January to 4th February in 2018.
this official draw ceremony for the Chan, Total Chan 2018. Mesdames et messieurs, je vous rappelle que nous disposons.
I would like to mention that we have Arabic, French, English, Arabic and Portuguese translation. For English, channel 1, for French, channel 2, and for Arabic, channel 3, and for the Portuguese, channel 4. You know, a draw is always stressful, and that's why we have decided this evening to enjoy ourselves as well, because, you know, we are dealing with football and with a lot of incredible emotions that we have been through lately in Morocco. We'll have the draw as such, which will be the cornerstone of this evening, but at the same time we will have as well musical performances, and we will start with percussion and African dancing with Jolof band, African band. Enjoy.
Voilà, bravo et merci.
Congratulations and thanks to the Jollof artists. Before we proceed, I'd like to remind you that this 2018 edition of Chant Total is the 5th organized by the CAF, the Football African Confederation. And this is an event that is very dear to the CAF because it enables to promote the African football from inside, and it is open to players that essentially evolve in the national championships. And on the occasion of this 2018 edition, we will have 16 nations taking part to this event. 2018 Chan edition by Total, organized in 4 cities in Morocco: Casablanca, welcoming Group A at the complex Mohammed V, Marrakesh for Group B, Tangiers for Group C, and Agadir for Group D. And I'd like to remind you that the opening match for this 2018 edition and the final will be organized on the Mohammed V Casablanca complex. So this is the second musical interlude with a Moroccan band, this time one of the most popular bands in Morocco, and their specificity is that they are all big football fans. Thank you. Abidarta.
سمعت ضيفا يزن والطرف اطياب افريقيا وعندك شي يشود على جداعينك وهي حوله 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 وهي حوله 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 حماده وعراني جايه هذه غاديه راني جايه بمحرز عيدانه وهط على الشباب مولاي ابراهيم وحط على الشباب وشوف الزينات وهو وهو هي وهو هي وهو هي الرد هي اكيد هي وهو هي هي يا شادك هالولاد وهي وهي يا هادي ساعة بركة باش تلق بالربا والضرب واو الخيل واو الخيل قد الخيل يا فين العلا قد الخيل وفين العلم واو واو ايه الرد ايه الرد ايه اها ايه اوه حبيب الشيخ
Merci donc.
Thank you to the Abidat band, and we would like to remind you, dear friends, that Morocco is welcoming the 20,000 Cham Total edition, whereas football in Morocco is undergoing a very great period in its history, and the Midet has been championed in the Champions League, the first time in 25 years that it's been crowned, and also a qualification of the Lions of Atlas for their 2018 selection after 20 years of expectations for the Moroccan football. And he now comes from Morocco as well, and he's a singer, guitarist, and he is an exceptional performer because of his generosity. On stage was Kali, ladies and gentlemen.
Afrique tey boole nañu moom jëwa ñi teew fas yéene bégloo jaal gaawe faala mbay saala sirin gi wi suñ ko defee di baax ca moom suñu xoolee lii li ñu boole mooy Afrika doon benn ca xew bu nekk moom salaam bay ko duruy daana isa la woo fay jaana sirin gi wi falaay dem ba salaaw ko dubba ca maama at ma dem ba way sama dippi ñaama ko law fa jëy saalay weytu law laay ma daan siinam Afrika suñu booloo nekk benn moom di liinam ñëw leenoo liggéey joono ñëw leenoo le yoo maama Seydou leena bés boobu suñu wee lu ñuy def mooy ñu àndandoo te booloo bés boobu suñu wee lu ñuy def mooy ñu àndandoo te booloo àndandoo di foo di ree xam lu ñu bëgg ak lu ñu boole ñu liggéey suñu réew mi Africa layo mama sidulelam falay mama say le mi ko de bata no fa jola la masama batama malabidanam talayo falay dem sala gwinam Africa le falay dem lay butchane mam salam lay butchane ma wayla do salam ko do butcha mama sala ginam lay ma dem ko do fajal salam lay fadal may lam mi we sirin gay no gi sala may le
L'artiste.
The Senegalese artist was Gali, and I feel that you are now becoming a little bit impatient. Would you like us to really start with the draw ceremony itself? Let's go for it. The Kingdom of Morocco is very glad to welcome the whole African football family on the occasion of this 2018 Cham Total Championship. Over 4 cities and 4 sites: Casablanca, Marrakesh, Tangier, and Agadir. And here is a small movie to get your feet wet and prepare yourselves to live amazing emotions and live at the pace of African football on this 2018 edition of Cham Total, which will take place in January and February.
Voilà, donc il y a
So now there's still a little bit of time, but we are very soon going to open this 2018 edition, and I'd like to now invite the president of the Royal Moroccan Federation of Football, Mr. Fawzi Lakjar.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين السيد وزير الشباب والرياضة رئيس الاتحاد الأفريقي لكرة القدم السيدات والسادة أعضاء اللجنة التنفيذية للاتحاد الأفريقي لكرة القدم
Mr. Minister, Moroccan Minister of Sports and Youth, members of the executive,
ضيوفنا الكرام يسعدني أن أرحب بكم جميعا في هذا الحفل المخصص لسحب قرعة بطولة إفريقيا للأمم. وبداية لا بد أن أتقدم بالشكر الجزيل للسيد أحمد رئيس الاتحاد الأفريقي لكرة القدم وكافة أعضاء اللجنة التنفيذية على الثقة التي جسدها منح المغرب شرف احتضان هذا الحدث الكروي الهام. وما من شك بأن هذا الاختيار استند إلى الصورة المشرفة
And this is very important that it is an enlightening
الأفارقة سواء من خلال التجارب التي راكمها على مستوى تنظيم أكبر التطبيقات.
Throughout the experiences that Morocco has accumulated organizing continental and global events, and on the grounds of the achievements that Morocco has accomplished for what regards its infrastructure and opening towards Africa. This policy was founded and decided by His Majesty the King and crowned by the return of Morocco to the African Union. And the purpose was to work hand in hand with all the brother African countries in the framework of a solidarity-based partnership, not motivated by immediate profits, but in order to promote collective development of the African continent and meet the needs of African citizens. And in this regard, I would like to highlight the fact that our work, whether regarding what we did within the CAF or throughout the cooperation that we have with the different football federations and brother federations, this is really falling within the vision established by His Majesty the King Mohammed VI on the grounds of solidarity, cooperation, and the exchange of experiences and expertise for the promotion of African football, which represents a very important lever for the integration of young Africans in order to help them express their talents and skills. Indeed, Africa has provided great talents to football, which enabled it to help some clubs to shine internationally. And some are with us here today in this room, and these are examples to be followed, of course, for our African youth. Today, more than ever in the past, we are to meet the challenges in terms of organization, and we need to follow the quick pace and evolution that sports undergo at global level in order to meet the challenge of promotion and football practice, in order to enlarge the basis of the football practice for young people to become tomorrow's heroes and champions. Of course, the organization of this CHAN event in Africa is a very important acquis to gain a new momentum and to give hope to youngsters playing at local level, and for them to deploy their efforts in order to be able to express their talents even more strongly. We are to ensure a strong positioning of Africa on the global football map. As fairly pointed out by His Majesty the King in the royal letter directed during the conference that we organized in past July in collaboration with the CAF under the topic African Football and Its Vision. And I quote His Majesty the King, "Moroccan football hopes to see a strong and solidarity-based continent which will effectively reach the position it deserves in the international instances, whether with regard to decision-making or participation to big events, or to defend the legitimate participation of Africa in large events." Now, they have organized big international events and also now the World Cup. On this occasion, I should like to seize this occasion to express my deepest gratitude to my colleagues and members of the Executive Committee presided by Mr. Ahmed for their support, and thanks to them, our country will hopefully be able to organize the World Cup in 2026. Morocco is a candidate that stands for a whole continent, not only for the sake of Morocco, and this only took place here once. So this is another occasion for us to celebrate the 100 years of the World Cup, and it's a long life for the life of a continent and for the upcoming generations. It's very important for us that we mobilize ourselves to defend our legitimate rights that shall enable the African continent to recover the rank it deserves on the international football scene. Ladies and gentlemen, the development undergoing in Morocco under the high patronage of His Majesty the King in the stability framework, and which is very dear to values such as tolerance and solidarity. This has enabled now Morocco to have the honor to organize this very important event for the continent, and this is going to enable us to welcome in the future other international events. This is why we shall certainly deploy all required efforts in collaboration with the CAF in order to enable and provide the best possible conditions in order to make this very important football event a great success and to prove the ambition and capacity of Morocco to welcome events of that size and the most important ones. So be welcome to the Kingdom of Morocco, and I wish you a lot of luck to all participating teams, and I wish all the guests a very nice stay in your second country, Morocco. May peace be upon you.
Now, I would like to ask Mr. President of the CAF to join us to take part in this ceremony. We have 16 nations competing. So here's the trophy for which 16 nations will be competing, and it will be given to Mr. Laqja as the head of the organizing committee of this 2018 Chan edition.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, the President of the CAF. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Arja, the President of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation. I would like now to call the President of the African Confederation to join us, Mr. Amr Fahmi. Please join us, sir. And we wish him success in his new mission. And he's going to now take the floor along with the big African star, and they will take care of the draw between the 16 nations taking part in this these procedures. Excellencies, Mr. Minister, Mr. President of the CAF, Mr. Vice President of the CAF, members of the Executive Committee and Council of the CAF, dear members of the Organizing Committee, Mr. Representatives of the participating teams, dear guests. Like yesterday, I do remember when we were in Abidjan preparing for the first draw for the first total CHAN draw with 8 teams. We started with 8 teams, and I do remember that it was the first time that I met with the Trésor in Butu, and I remember an attacker or striker in Can Senghor given, and indeed he transferred. Tepe Mazembe, he was transferred to another team, and he won the African Cup with his team. And I do remember the success of that first edition. The CAF decided then to increase the number of participating countries from 8 to 16. So in 2011 we had 4. And we increased the zonal geographic participation with what is specific to this competition. The final was won by the Eagles of Carthage from Tunisia, and also it was played an Angolan team, and Msaki from Tunisia won that club. Won the total match, and he was chosen as the best player. And also we had another player, Algerian player. He was Sudanese as well, and he played in Croatia. In 2014 we met in South Africa with a special edition, and Libya indeed won the quarters, semifinals, and after heroic performance of the goalkeeper Ayush, and they played the quarterfinals this year with the local Ahli Tikni club. In 2016, that was really a very popular edition, and we reached the top. Rwanda 2016, a final which was won for the second time by the Democratic Republic of Congo, with the legendary captain Kijaba, who won that competition for the second time. So 2016 competition, I do remember Fred, the Zambian capital, who won in 2012, Christopher Katonga, who indeed played for the first time in that competition. Now, for the 5th edition, and for the first time a country from the North Zone will be hosting the competition, I would like you now to see a video as an illustration.
To the penalty area, it goes, it's a great goal! Another great opportunity, it's goal number 2! Gatara, what a cracker! Hopefully he finds all this space, it's a goal! Watch out for this. Oh, it's a great header! It's a long shot. Tunisia, go ahead. Oh, lovely play, Usekwa, oh, saved. Keita against Banda. Keita, 73 to the semis. Giddy looking for a last chance. Ball comes out. It's going to go. Oh, it's been saved. DLC. Jonathan Belingi, the TP Mazembe man, scores a third.
Quelle joie.
What a joy, what a passion that African football is. The Democratic Republic of Congo, holder of the title, will not take part, unfortunately, to this competition. And Libya will be here in Morocco in January 2018, and 15 countries are going to try to win the competition for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the great honor this evening to have amongst us a living legend of African football. Twice did he participate to the World Cup in 98, 94, and this was a very special edition for Morocco, about to qualify itself at 2 minutes almost in 86, but a goal broke the hearts not only of Moroccans but also of all Africans because they lost against Brazil. So he started in Nancy and played in Spain, Deportivo La Coruña, in England, Coventry, Aston Villa. He played in Portugal, Sporting Club. And ladies and gentlemen, I now have the great honor to present Mr. Mustafa Hadji. Mustafa, good evening and happy anniversary. I will never forget that your anniversary was the date at which I appointed you General Secretary of the CAF, so congratulations for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the best African player in 1998, Mr. Mustafa Hadji. A standing ovation, please. Mustafa, please, are you ready? Can you help me today? Can I count on you? I believe so. My hands are trembling. Mine, too. You know, our national trainer is here, and when I greeted him, when he came in, he said, I hope that your hands are not going to shake. And I said, okay, I'm going to try to draw a good combination. So, you know, this is usual in any draw, that the regulation is that here we're on the corner, we are in the pot 4, and there's a peculiarity to pot 4, pot 3, and pot 2. My colleagues always explain to me that it's better to have pot 2 if it's the secondly qualified teams, to keep the suspense until the end. And I don't know if you know, but the regulations of the championship say that Morocco will systematically be placed in position A1 and will play in Mohammed V Stadium in Casablanca. So please draw the first ball for this. The team will play at position B1 and will play the match in Marrakesh.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire. The Elephants.
Pilote de la première édition du CHAN, la Côte d'Ivoire sera.
So, Côte d'Ivoire will be at its 4th participation. The Elephants achieved their best results in the last edition. And now for the C1 position, playing at the Mediterranean Stadium of Tangier. Libya. winners of the third edition of the Chan in 2014. In South Africa, they qualified against Algeria. And now to end up with the teams of Pot 1 for D1 position, Agadir, Angola. And Angola lost in the finals of the second edition of the Sham during their second participation in Rwanda, which led to elimination on the second tour. And now, most importantly, in Morocco, since August, this team now that will be drawn will face Morocco during the opening match on the 13th of January. In position A4, Casablanca, opening game at the Stadium Mohammed V against Mauritania. Ladies and gentlemen, after their beginnings in 2014, Mauritanians are back. They eliminated Liberia and Mali, finalists of the Chan in 2016. Let's move on for position B4 to join Ivory Coast in Marrakesh. Who will be playing Côte d'Ivoire. Namibia. The Brave Warriors won against all pronostics, eliminating Zimbabwe, amongst others. Now for the C4 position. Who is going to play Libya in the Tangier group? Equatorial Guinea. The national team is a discovery of the Chan 2018, since it is the very first time that this team will play on this field for this competition and will play for the opening of Group C. And to conclude the teams of Group D, ladies and gentlemen, in position D4, Burkina Faso will face in Agadir the Angolese team for the opening match of Group D. Now, what do you think so far? Morocco, Mauritania? What are your thoughts? Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, Sudan, since its third ranking during the 2011 edition organized, we had never seen Sudan again. To ensure the second participation, the Falcons eliminated Burundi and Ethiopia. Morocco, Sudan, Mauritania, Group A, Casablanca. Uganda. The Cranes are now used to this competition. It's their fourth participation, but they never passed the first tour, and they will join Ivory Coast and Namibia in Group B in Marrakesh. We still have two other balls for the games against Libya or Equatorial Guinea. Position C3, Rwanda. Ladies and gentlemen, the P of the last edition, Rwanda, are latecomers. They obtained their qualification 5 days ago after a victory against Ethiopia. It was a very beautiful game, Mustafa. They won 3-2 against Ethiopia. You have to be careful with everyone, you know. They lost against RDC in the finals in 2016. But they won a competition afterwards, so they were almost there. It's a very strong team, yes. Now, for the last one, Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, joining Angola and Burkina Faso in position D3, Congo. The qualifications of the Red Devils was made at the expense of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Mustafa, before we start, what is your feeling so far? Morocco, Sudan, Mauritania? You know the groups nowadays, and the teams are all more or less at the same levels. Now it's going to be played with the state of mind. We will play at home, so it's the best moment to organize this Chan. And I believe that Morocco has the capacity to reach the finals. But now all the games are played in the field, of course. Of course, now the most difficult part of things is coming upwards. And to join Group A in Casablanca with Morocco, Sudan, and Mauritania, Guinea. Ladies and gentlemen, Guinea will play, and in 2016, the first appearance led them to a qualification. During the eliminatory phases. They showed extremely fierce at home, winning 5-0 against Senegal, amongst others. They are very, very strong. Yes, not bad at all. And now, in order to close the Group B team, for the first match in Marrakesh against Uganda, Zambia, ladies and gentlemen, and they were in the south area. The Shibabolo are at that third participation to the CHAN. And now to join Libya, Rwanda, and Equatorial Guinea. Nigeria, the Super Eagles, are the logical favorites because they were qualified for a competition on the continent, third in 2014, never passed the first tour in 2016. What are your thoughts, Mustafa? Do you think they will pass the first tour, the first round? They won in 2014. Rwanda, it's not self-evident for them to pass it, of course, but you know in football, they always produced very big players, so we have to be careful. They will have to look for their qualification. And I believe that Nigeria will potentially be a surprise. Do you remember the game in 2014 between Morocco and Nigeria? It was a mythical game of the African Cup of Nations. Of course, very athletic teams. There's a lot of speed. It's very hard to maneuver in the field. So I think that the Nigerian team could be a surprise. We will see. Okay, now to conclude this draw ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the teams of Group D in Agadir, Cameroon, with their very well-known trainer, Lunverson, that showed to all Africa that whenever you want, you can make it. He showed the example of how himself is a lion and will come along with his team from Cameroon. Have you played against them? Of course, it's one example, but ladies and gentlemen, a great applause for Mr. Lunverson. Could I say a few words about Mr. Song, because he underwent very harsh moments. He was between life and death recently, and I wish you good luck. He's a real patriot and a real friend, and I know how much he suffered, so I really wish him the greatest of happiness. And I hope that he will join us here in Morocco. Mustafa, I have my colleague who just gave me some information. Apparently, our Twitter is @CAF Online. There's a hashtag. What is that hashtag? People want to know, the followers on Twitter for the CAF account want you to explain your goal against Egypt. Can you repeat it now, live, please? I would need more flexibility. Thank you, Mustafa. Okay, thank you all. Have a great evening and welcome to Morocco. Have a nice day in Morocco, and I hope that this will be a beautiful competition. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa, so much for this draw with quite balanced groups, Cameroon, Burkina, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Morocco, Guinea, Sudan, Mauritania, Ivory Coast, Uganda, so much, and Namibia. So now we are coming to the end of this ceremony, and before I let you go, a small present for the end, and there will be different people present here today for this draw ceremony. We are waiting for you for the upcoming CHAN starting on January the 13th. See you very soon.
أشكالكم سا عماركم سا طبيكم سا طولكم سا القشعكم سا ونالكم سا عماركم سا إفريقياكم سا لغوكم سا أراح أنا هنا أراح أنا هنا يراح أنا هنا يحشي لا هنا أراح أنا هنا أراح أنا هنا يا شيخ كيت سنة كيت سنة إيه الوليد إيه عود عمود إيه الكبير بنتاني إيه كيت سنة وإيه الولاد كيت سنة وإيه العزالة ماما أفريقيا وإيه الوليد اللي لبت قالي يا نو تكلم يا صحاب البايا يا راجع معايا يا ولا لا لا ولا يا كيت سنة يا الوليد يا الوليد يا عود عمر إذا بنتاني وإيه الحبيب نو تكلم إذا بنتاني واحد طارقة واحد الوليد واحد الوليد وعود عمر واحد حبابة وسيدي أحمد وعلى قشعة يا كيت سنة يا كيت سنة واحد الوليد واحد معلم واحد حبيب على الشان في المغرب كيت سنة واحد عزالة واحد وليد يا فوق العودة روسيا يا منتخب يا كيت سيري واحد وليد يا عودة عمر سيري سيري واحد ولاد ليلى زينة أبعد فاميلا ماما أفريقيا واحد ولاد وهغانا واحد ولاد وبريء واحد سلع واحد عزلة واحد وليد وحشي واحد وليد كيت سلع واحد معلم واحد حبيب واحد وليد كيت سلع واحد وليد يا حق معلم يا كيت سلع يا فرقة فرقة واحد دخل القياح واحد وليد حبيب واحد المغرب أكادير مراكش كازابلانكا